In this video, I'm going to do an overview of this Once and Future Deluxe Edition Slipcase Edition. So, Deluxe Edition Slipcase. Let's get into the video. What's up guys, BJ Kicks here. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them. All for your viewing pleasure. So if you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. It's good to see you. I'm glad to have you here. Now on this channel, I do a lot of comic book unboxing and reviews and everything in between. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell icon. That way you're notified when new videos of mine go live. Now today's video is pretty special, pretty fun. I just happened to walk into my LCS and this book was just sitting there. And this is one of those highly sought after slipcase editions, and this is a story that I was really interested in reading. So I'm excited that I have a chance to. And I'm gonna go ahead and unbox it for you. It's been a little while since I've done like a an overview of a book. But I figure with this being so sought after, chances are most people that grab it, at least right now, they're gonna be worried about flipping it and stuff. So chances are a lot of these are gonna stay sealed. I'm going to open mine up for you guys just so you can see it and get an idea of whether or not it's something you want to buy. So before I jump into this overview, if you are looking for the Once and Future Slipcase Deluxe Edition, they are resoliciting this. They are going to print more copies with the slipcase on it. Those copies are going to come out in April, but the final order cutoff for that is this Monday, the 6th of December. So if you want to pre-order this and make sure it's guaranteed, go ahead and call your LCS and order it, or you can get your copy from our channel sponsor, Organic Priced Books. Organic Priced Books is the best place to look online for collected editions, trade paperbacks, omnibus, deluxe, slipcase, limited edition, hardcovers, all of that. You can always get them at great discounts with super fast shipping, great customer service. So tell JP I sent you. You can actually use my coupon code BJKicks at checkout and you'll save an additional $2 off of the price that you see on the website. So go ahead and get those pre-orders in if you want this book. If you don't want the slipcase, you can still find the slipcase free deluxe edition, and I'll show off what that looks like in just a second. So let's go ahead and switch up the camera view so we can see what this book looks like for real. Alright guys, so what we are looking at is the Once and Future Slipcase Deluxe Edition. This comes from Boom Studios and has a retail price, as you can see, of $79.99. So that's the retail price on this with the slipcase. The retail price for the non-slipcase version is $59.99. So you can save 20 bucks just by not going with the slipcase, but look how beautiful this is. I mean, it's so shiny. And I mean, once I take it out of the plastic, you'll be able to see a little bit more. Right now, you're looking at the camera or the phone. But what I love about this is that skull. So let's go ahead and get this open. I got my handy box cutter here, trying to find the best place to cut this. You know what? I'll try to be safe and just do it on the outside here. Maybe not. If I can just get the blade like right between the book and the... That's not smart either. Let's not do it that way. All right, here we go. Just lift up on the plastic a little bit. There we go. Cut away from the book. Cut away from me. Make a little bit of an incision and here we go. So let's just rip this off with our hands. Oh, I love this. This is awesome. All right. So there we go. Now you can see this beautiful matte black slipcase. And then you've got the foil, the glossy red, or gold, excuse me. And then we got this gray skull, not from He-Man, but we got a gray skull here, just in the background. Like a nice turn down here. I love that. It's like, it's kind of there, kind of not there. Got to take a look at the spine. That once and future lettering there. Really cool. As you can see, my slipcase, I mean, it's not terrible, but you can see a little bit of an imperfection like on the spine of the slipcase. But I think that just happens with slipcases. But anyway, on the back here, same image as the front. Love these little indentions right here. So you can just easily grab your book out and boom. So here's the book. This is the back of the book. And like I said, it's literally the same hardcover that you would get if you ordered the non-slipcase version. And so we got the $59.99 MSRP right there. Love this spot gloss here on the back on this skull. So you can see like, long live the king. We got some guns. We got this little embellishment there. Really cool. And let's turn this over. Wow, this is awesome. This is beautiful. This is the Once and Future Deluxe Edition. So as you can see, we've got some dragons here. A dragon. We got a sword. We got guns. We got skulls. There's a lot there. And as you can see, this is like a beautiful spot gloss on this matte black hardcover. And then right here, we got who I presume might be King Arthur. I've never read this book. But as you can see, we got the team right here, Kieran Gillen, Dan Mora, and Tamara Bonvillain. This is the deluxe edition, book 1. If I'm not mistaken, this collects issues 1 through 15. But we're going to go ahead and open it up. I guess I should stretch it out. I'll stretch it properly real quick. Gotta love all the crackling. Love the sound of a fresh hardcover. Also, the smell is pretty good. You can't smell it through the screen, but smells pretty good too. Right off the bat, one thing I will tell you is that the art and colors are really popping. Really popping. This is a series that I slept on. I didn't really know much about it as it was first coming out. And then one of the things that I heard when I started seeing people doing reviews is that, like, if the King Arthur legend, stuff like that type of classic British or English literature, then you'll get more out of the story. And I was like, well, I don't know any of that. And furthermore, those types of stories weren't really my thing as a kid. Like in the way that, say, Batman was, right? Like I enjoyed, I don't know. I wasn't the big like Castle Dragon fan guy, but I'll tell you this, look at that binding. That's awesome right there. This book is beautiful. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and give you an overview from the beginning now that we've stretched it out at least once. Okay, let's go ahead and shout out the designer, Scott Newman, edited by Amanda LaFranco, Matt Gagnon, and a special thanks to Marie Paul Noel for chapters 15 and 16. So does this collect more than issue 16? All right. Originally published in single magazine form as Once and Futures number 1 through 18. This collects the first 18 issues of Once and Future. Definitely a nice bit of story there. So I'm assuming this will be the first 3 trade paperbacks that this collects. Like I said, written by Kieran Gillen, art by Dan Mora, colors by Tamara Bonvillain, letters by Ed Dukeshire. Very cool. So the summary of this, and we're jumping straight into the book, by the way. But the summary of this from Boom Studios just says that there's like an evil villain from like King Arthur myth is unleashed in Great Britain. And there's like this old lady and her grandson that decide they got to go figure it out. So for people like me who haven't read the story, I'm going to skip around quite a bit. And hopefully there's not any spoilers. One thing I will say is I love this art by Dan Mora. This art is awesome. So yeah, this art is awesome. And the art is the reason I got the book. I didn't know much about Dan Mora to begin with, but after this started, he ended up getting a run on Detective Comics with Mariko Tamaki. And I love his art on Detective Comics. And that's what made me say, okay, well, maybe I should check out that Once and Future book he was doing. Dan Mora also has done work on Power Rangers and some other stuff too. But basically, I mean, this looks dope. Look at, Jim Gordon looking guy here. We got monsters. We got people with swords. Honestly, this is probably something I should not have slept on. Like, it's a genre that I didn't really get into much as a kid. Aragon and all those other like fantasy type books. I just never read any of the prose that features this type of literature or mythology heavily. But I mean, in a visual format like graphic novels, this just looks really cool. We got animated skeletons here. There just seems to be a lot of action. So here we are, like halfway in. Just skip straight to chapter 9 from chapter 8. But I mean, we got people on fire. This book, it seems that the action just does not stop. Every time I turn the page, I land on some new sequence. So, I mean, we got monsters. We got this super cool old lady who obviously is not taking no mess from no one. Yeah, this looks dope. I'm actually excited to read this. I don't know if I'll be able to squeeze this in before the end of this year, but I'm very excited to actually read this story. And just based on the action and just seeing what I can see, I mean, there's literally 5 word balloons on this whole spread. So like with stuff like that going on, I'm like, I could probably get through this pretty quickly. So I'm going to see if I can squeeze this in. Maybe not the end of the year, but definitely like in January as I'm reading through a bunch of X-Men stuff. Let's see if there's any extras, any bonus material in the back. I'm going to skip the final issue. All right, cool. Let's look at we got the cover gallery. It looks like it's all 18 covers here by Dan Mora. Cover to issue 1, issue 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, these covers are awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to complain about here. This looks great. This looks like something that I slept on, and I looking at this collected edition, The King is Dead, Long Live the King. Love that. Let's get one more look at the book here. So here's the spine for the deluxe edition. Here's the front, once again, that spot gloss. And then the slipcase. The slipcase really does add something. So the debate, right? The debate is, should you wait for the reprint of the slipcase edition, which, by all accounts isn't coming until April, or should you go ahead and pick this up? I think that is really going to depend on whether or not you really love this book. Because if you love it, I think the slipcase does add a lot. I mean, look at that. It does add a lot to the presentation and the overall display of the book. And if this story ends up being something that you really love, like, I just feel like you're going to want it in the best format, the best presentation possible. But you can save $20, maybe even a little bit more, by not going with the slipcase, and you can still buy the non-slipcase version like right now. It's still readily available at your LCS, at our channel sponsor, Organic Price Books. I mean, you can find it pretty much anywhere books are sold. So if you're looking to get this for, a special person in your life, maybe there's a teenager who might be into this type of stuff, then I would certainly recommend, don't wait. Go ahead and grab it because it was going to make a great gift for the holidays. And we're coming up on a lot of holiday shipping deadlines. I know that For a lot of retailers, December 8th is like the last day for you to order stuff and guarantee that it arrives on Christmas. So I don't want you to miss out on a great opportunity to get this for yourself or for someone who you know is really going to enjoy it. But if you read this in single issues, if you read it on Comixology, you're like, yo, I really love this story. If you know this is going to be a feature piece of your collection, go ahead and grab the slipcase edition. Because like I said, I do think it adds a lot. If you're a hardcore fan, this is it's gonna make your day to see this on your shelves, to see it. Like, I love looking at this, and I haven't even read the story yet. I mean, I thumbed through it and I'm like, yo, this art is awesome. I'm glad I bought this. But if I end up like loving this, if this gets any rating higher than a 7, that I would have been mad that I didn't get the slipcase. That's how I feel right now. I think you would feel the same way. So that was my overview of the Once and Future Deluxe Edition Book 1. This series is still ongoing. I'm not sure what issue they're on right now, but this gets you pretty close to caught up. You can go to your LCS and get the rest of the issues that are available. So definitely check that out. Once again, shout out our channel sponsor, Organic Price Books, where you can find the non-slipcase edition and you can put in a pre-order for the slipcase edition. And you'll get your copy in May when they arrive from the printers. So definitely check that out. You can use my coupon code BJKicks and you'll save an extra $2 off your order and every order every time. But that was it. That's it for today's overview. Hope you saw something you liked in this video. And real quick, a shout out to my homies, Married with Comics, because they're the ones who put me onto this book. I would not have been checking for it if I hadn't seen their review. So check out their YouTube channel. They do great work. But yeah, hope you saw something you liked in this video. If not, that's cool. You can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy and be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.